As world powers seek an agreement in the Iran nuclear talks, Israel says it will try and thwart any deal that it believes undermines its security interests. The country has a policy neither to admit nor deny that it has its own nuclear weapons program. Euronews spoke to Israel's intelligence minister Yuval Steinitz on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference.
Dr. Yuval Steinitz, Israeli Minister of Intelligence, thank you very much for being with us. Lots of talk here at the Munich Security Conference about the Iran nuclear talks. What's your take on the way things are going?
Look, we are very disturbed. We think that Iran should not remain or become a threshold nuclear state. If Iran will remain too close to the bomb, two things might follow. First, sooner or later they will produce a bomb, exactly like what happened after a similar agreement with North Korea a few years ago. And second, other countries, other Sunni countries in the vicinity will demand as is. So instead of stopping the Islamic nuclear arms race, you will have several threshold nuclear states in the Middle East, in the volatile Middle East, in the Islamic world, and you know what will be the end result.
How close are they to the bomb, in your opinion?
I don't know. There are still very serious gaps on a variety of issues. We are following very carefully the negotiation. We think the overall approach from the beginning should be different. If Iran is getting rid of the sanctions, if Iran is being recognized as legitimate members of the international community, if Iran's civilian nuclear facilities are getting international recognition, Iran should give something in return. Iran should dismantle its uranium enrichment facilities in order that the world will be confident that they cannot produce a bomb and that they are not even close to the capacity to produce a bomb.
Now, the Iranians will say they've been subjected to quite tough checks already.
Look, I can say only this. In the last 10 or 15 years, the world has signed two agreements with two rogue regimes, brutal, dangerous regimes that were trying to develop nuclear weapons. One was signed with Libya in 2003, the other with North Korea 2007. The agreement with Libya was about dismantling the entire infrastructure that was under construction still. The agreement with North Korea was mainly about freezing most of the elements and putting better supervision or inspection method. We know what was the result. North Korea did develop nuclear weapons 3 or 4 years after the agreement. So we have to learn something from recent history. The agreement with Iran, in order to be good, satisfactory agreement, should be closer to the Libyan model than to the North Korean model. If Iran will get the weapon, it's going to create a new dangerous world. Iran, it will be the first time that Islamic zealots will get those dangerous weapons. And this is really not just about the future of the Middle East or Israel. This is about the future of the world.
The Israeli government, in a way, has been the boy that cries wolf so many times over the past few decades. If you look at your Prime Minister's book, Fighting Terrorism, he predicted that Iran would have a bomb within 3 to 4 years. That book came out in 1995. So I'm just wondering, why should the people inside that room in the international community believe the Israeli predictions when they've been quite a way off so many times?
I think that Prime Minister Netanyahu predicted that Iran might have produced nuclear weapons unless the world will do something about it, and unless there will be many difficulties on their way. So first, it's good that Iran is not there yet. Now, this is not bad, this is good, that it is taking time.
But you'd admit you've repeatedly made these kind of predictions. I mean, Shimon Peres, when he was foreign minister, told French TV in 1992, I think it was, Iran will have the bomb by the end of that decade.
And then the Iranians were saying that they had some disturbances and some some computer disturbances and some difficulties, and that they found some ingredients. I don't know what they're speaking about, but they had many difficulties in the past. Still today they are not far away. And without Prime Minister, well, I don't know, 1-2 years, it depends. And without the efforts of Prime Minister Netanyahu, of Israel in general, and Prime Minister Netanyahu in particular, without his diplomatic efforts and speeches in Israel, in the United States, in the UN, in Europe, the world would not put such emphasis. And it's actually Netanyahu, not alone, but Netanyahu played key role in awakening the world vis-à-vis the Iranian nuclear threat.
Just my final question. You raised the issue of speeches in the United States. Prime Minister Netanyahu is planning to go to address the US Congress next month. Do you think it was wise to accept that invitation without consulting with President Obama? Because the United States is one of Israel's top strategic allies, if not its top strategic ally.
Nobody, Prime Minister Netanyahu, don't want, of course, to offend somebody in the United States. We have a lot of respect to the United States and to President Obama. But I don't know of any world leader that get an invitation to speak in this forum, the joint meeting of the Congress, of the Senate and the House of Representatives, and reject it. So sometimes we might have differences. And we have here some differences about the overall approach. What should be the final aim of this negotiation, on the one hand. On the other hand, we do appreciate the very strong cooperation and dialogue that we have with all the P5+1, but of course, especially with the Americans about this issue. And I'm confident that also after the elections in Israel, in a few weeks' time, the strategical alliance, the security cooperation, and the friendship, the deep friendship between Israel and the United States of America will remain so, come what may.
Yuval Steinitz, thank you very much.
Welcome.